Both sides have rested their case in the trial for what investigators called a hate crime hoax leading up to the 2023 Colorado Springs mayoral runoff election. Today, one of the suspects on trial took the witness stand. Here's News 5's Allison Zimmerman to walk us through the details.
Prosecutors and the defense are done calling witnesses for this trial. Ashley Blackcloud and Derek Bernard Jr. were charged after investigators say they staged a video of a burning cross in front of a campaign sign for now Mayor Yemi Mobolade leading up to the 2023 mayoral runoff election. A third suspect, Deanna West, pleaded guilty. But today we heard from one of the other suspects, Derek Bernard Jr., as he took the witness stand. Blackcloud opted not to testify. Bernard's testimony was inconsistent and vague at times. He mispronounced Mobolade's last name multiple times during his testimony, but said the then candidate was aware of the plan and claimed the mayor knew about the hoax. Bernard also claimed that the mayor guaranteed him he would not be prosecuted for it. Then during cross-examination, Bernard said he did not find out about the cross-burning video until after it happened, but that his role was to share the video. He also claimed State Representative Regina English knew about the plan and that people affiliated with her were involved. Prosecutors showed him video of his car at the crime scene and asked him questions about details mentioned during the trial. Bernard at one point became defensive with the prosecutor, asking him, "Why are you acting silly and dull right now?" and later said he did not want to talk to the prosecutor. The judge reminded him that since he decided to testify, he does have to answer the prosecutor's questions. While Ashley Blackcloud did not testify, her attorney had initially submitted 7 witnesses who would take the stand in this case, among them Mobolade's former campaign manager, as well as Colorado Springs Police Chief Adrian Vasquez. I asked the attorney why she did not call those witnesses. She simply said she rested the case. In Denver, Allison Zimmerman, News 5.
Allison, thank you. Also testifying today was an FBI agent who investigated the crime and interviewed Mayor Mobolade. The agent said the mayor was generally cooperative, but said the mayor told agents he did not talk with one of the suspects after the incident. Agents then found out that was not true. The FBI said they were not able to reach a conclusion about whether Mobolade intentionally deceived them. Attorneys will present closing arguments tomorrow.